This is
Perils of the Warp.
episode 30. 30.
We never thought we'd get here, people.
I didn't think we'd get here. For those of you who don't know, his name is Roman. My name is John.
Mm-hmm.
And we're fat. So if you hear heavy breathing, I just walked to the kitchen and back.
No, you didn't. You're just sitting down for like 2 minutes.
I'm trying to explain away the heavy breathing, Roman.
Well, you're fat. That's enough. Alright?
So, there's some exciting things going on right now, people. Things that will have already happened by the time you hear this, but still, we're going to talk about them.
Very much so, yeah.
I got my things. My things I want to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Roman has his things. I actually don't know what Roman's things are.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what my things are because I'm a simple boy.
Mm-hmm. Simple Jack.
What are your things, Roman? What do you want to talk about?
Well,
Enough about him, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos. I have been bitching for years about chaos. Other people have been bitching for longer because I have not been playing this game nearly as long as some of the people that I know. But chaos, it's back. It's back, and it's making me have funny dreams at night, which results in needing new underwear. Problem I haven't had since high school. It's not a fun problem because I'm particularly lazy. I don't want to get up at 3 in the morning to change my underwear. But, so much is coming. So, we are going to start with a little box. It's not even that expensive, really. It's only nearly $200.
yeah, it's only $175.
And you only need like 2 or 3 of them to get everything that you want. So, we're going to start with Shadow Spear. For the Vanguard Space Marines, you're getting a Librarian in Phobos armor, who is the, what'd you call him, Roman? With the little...
Oh, he's the, they have him as the Milady Librarian.
Yeah, the Milady Librarian.
Milady.
You're getting the Captain in Phobos armor, the Lieutenant in Phobos armor, because we don't have enough lieutenants in this game. We need more.
Yeah.
GW, please, give us more lieutenants.
Yeah, there's nothing more than I love than re-rolling my wounds of 1.
We got 3 suppressors who have sticks up their butts, even though they don't have jump packs. I am going to model mine standing on the ground.
Okay.
Because it's ridiculous.
We're gonna have to do some sawing though, because
Single.
Yeah, because they're single sculpt and they are pretty much made to be in the air, especially the one that looks like he's being blown back, or he's taking like a jump back while he's with the autocannon. So you're gonna have to like saw his legs off and like position him right, because like his whole body is kind of like hunched over with his legs.
Yeah. Which I welcome the challenge. You know, I've become a little more familiar with my saw and my gray stuff, not green stuff, gray stuff. I don't know what the difference is. That's all the store had when I was there, so I got gray stuff.
I think it's just the color, to be honest with you. I think it's just because it's all just fucking two-part
Epoxy putty.
Epoxy putty, so it's nothing big there.
I heard, somebody told me, I don't know how true it is, nor do I care to test it, but that one of them is like, it dries not soft, but softer than the other, where you can still kind of push things into place, and then the other one is, you can't. I don't know, I don't care. I'm going to buy whatever's available.
Good man.
The one that I don't like, though, since we're already on the topic, is the strip one where it comes like kind of rolled together, but the putties are already touching.
Yeah.
Because they, depending on how long that particular pack has already been sitting on that counter, the yellow and the green could have already started to fuse.
I think it just happens. Like as soon as they start putting it in the package, it doesn't matter how long it's been sitting
it's just automatic.
there. Yeah, I think it's just automatic at that point. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the ones that come in a cylindrical shape because they have the plastic separating the two. You know.
Yep.
I think it's probably not as cheap as the one that's just 2 pieces of putty sticking together.
Yeah, but you're getting a whole lot more.
By the looks of it, yeah.
So.
So anyways, 3 eliminators, which are your sniper rifle primaries, and 10 infiltrators. So these guys look like they could be fun. I know the whole thing about the Space Marine side of this is they're all infiltrating, the infiltrator or scout rule or whatever. which I guess if you're making a full Primaris army, there's not a lot of Primaris Deep Strike right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very easy to have half your board on the table so that these guys can Deep Strike in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I can understand why they want that the whole box to be
Yeah, it just fills up.
Infiltrator.
It's just another side of that army because I don't remember which one, but there is a. It's the Voxcast. It's the Warhammer 40,000 official podcast, and it's those have gotten a lot better because before it was just the Stormcast, which is just AOS, but it was like 15-minute chunks, like just plug in like, hey, we got this coming out. Where this one, they're actually talking to a lot of the rules writers and the sculptors and things like that, where you kind of get an insight into what they were thinking about this particular one. I think they talked to, I think Jess Goodwin did a lot of these sculpts, and he was talking about like what the Phobos pattern armor is, and he was just saying it's underneath the Primaris armor, like underneath the Mark 10 that they have that they wear. It's pretty much what's underneath it. Like they're just like it's all segmented armor, so you can add. So like they're all the same armor. So you have the Phobos, you have the Mark 10, and you have the aggressor style armor. So they're all the same thing. It's just more on top of what they have. So I just thought it was a really cool like
Hearing
idea.
you explain it kind of reminds me of my Ronin Warriors. Did you ever have Ronin
Yeah,
Warriors when you were a kid?
Yeah.
You just plug the armor into the holes.
So yeah, like once because the thing is, I wasn't particularly excited about Shadowspear. I was like, well, the autocannons really bugged me. I don't understand. I at that time I didn't understand what the suppressors were meant to do. Uh, they just look stupid to me, like them just flying in the air with these gigantic guns. And Jess Goodwin didn't necessarily turn me around on it, but he kind of had like the idea, like they're lightly armored, faster units that are literally just suppressing fire. That's all they're doing, and that's I'm sure a lot of people that are into army know better than I would because I've never been in the army that there's suppression fire. So that's what they do. That's all they do. And I kind of I understood. Okay, I understand that now. I still think having an autocannon is fucking ridiculous on a jump infantry unit. But at least I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, basically all I see is just Marines on trampolines. That's all I see when I look at them. I mean, I get it. You're a superhuman. You can jump really high. Maybe don't model, don't model the jump high effect.
I mean, I think you can do certain things to like put them in that action. But just I've never liked it, and I didn't like it with the what are they?
Interceptors.
Yes, the Inceptors. The Inceptors were the heavy bolter version, and that to me made more sense. Like you just have two fucking heavy bolters. Yeah, fuck it. You're super strong. It can hold up two. But when you have to use two for one weapon, it just looks funny. And like if you're in the air. So even then, I didn't really like the models too much. I like that they have like these jump packs, but I didn't like the way that they were modeled because they had like that little curve plastic bit, and that thing breaks off like a motherfucker every time. So that's the only problem I have with that. But there's other ways to get around it. There's people that just they just pin it with a paperclip. They just bend the paperclip however they want it positioned, and they just drill a hole into the thing, and they're just like done. So that could be even a more a cheaper way, but more effective way to get those guys to look okay.
Yeah, and then so these guys with the sniper rifles, the eliminators, they're taking up a key role that old Space Marines were still being used for. You don't see a lot of old Space Marines on the table anymore, but at the very least, you did see sniper scouts. Now they're trying to get you to get rid of those too.
The thing is, they're still going to be more expensive.
They are, but they are betterly armed.
They are, but
so their bolt sniper rifle can target characters. And then you choose your round. You have the executioner round, which is 36 inches, heavy 1. Strength 4, which up to that point is the same as any sniper rifle.
Mhm.
But then you got AP minus 2, which is great because with regular sniper rifles, you're still getting armor saves.
Mhm.
Damage D3, which is great.
Mhm.
And if you make a wound roll of 6 up for this weapon, it inflicts 1 mortal wound in addition to its normal damage. Same
Mhm.
as a sniper rifle, but the fact that you have the AP minus 2 and the D3 damage
Mhm.
is amazing. Then you got the Mortis round, which is 36 inches, heavy 1, strength 4. This one's only AP 1 with damage 1, but this weapon can target units that are not visible to the firer. Add 2 to hit rolls made for this weapon. Units do not receive the benefit of cover to their saving throws against attacks made with this weapon. So I mean, a lot of times you're on turn 1, you want to hide your shit so you can survive your opponent's alpha strike, and
Mhm.
these guys are just like, nah, fuck you.
I mean, you still can, just because you always forget about the stratagem that lets you get cover first turn.
Yeah, but these guys ignore cover.
But I think don't you still get a cover save though?
Uh, I'm gonna guess no, because you cannot gain the benefit of cover
Mhm.
from this weapon. So
So it's just whatever your armor save is minus two.
mhm,
Okay,
-1.
-1. Okay.
But I mean, you can't
Um.
you can't hide behind a wall or behind a building or
Mhm.
anything. You're just getting shot at.
Okay. Well, that stratagem is you get +1 to cover even if you're on. It's basically like the go to ground kind of thing
Hmm.
from 7th edition.
Yeah, but
Um.
if it still counts as a cover save,
Mhm.
then ignores cover still ignores
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, and then you have the regular round, heavy D3, strength 4, no AP, 1 damage.
Mhm.
No other special rules, just heavy D3.
Mhm. All right. I mean, sure, they do sound good, and they look probably the best out of them. The problem is, I know that they were already saying that they're squad units of 5, and you only get fucking 3 in a box, which is automatically, if you want that, you're gonna have to buy 2
Two
to get
boxes.
1 unit, which is nothing new. I guess it's something to not really bitch about. Um, it seems cool. Um, I think Imperium is really just like who gives a fuck about the Imperium just because of the chaos side.
Yeah. So for chaos, you're getting a master of possession, who is a sorcerer with some extra rules. Um, One of those rules, which is pretty cool, makes your opponent perils on any double.
Nice.
And it's a great looking model. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
haven't had a sorcerer model in a while.
Yep.
Bearing Thousand Suns, of course.
Mm-hmm.
2 obliterators, which I was upset about at first because obliterators come in units of 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not spending $175 on this box to get a not full unit of obliterators, but they're changing the rules for obliterators. It's where you can take them in units of 2 now.
Yeah.
2 greater possessed. One of them looks like a fucking college football player,
Mm-hmm.
just fucking beefed up and roided out and awesome, and the other one looks like his little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you get the Venom Crawler,
Mm-hmm.
a pretty cool looking demon engine. I'm not too excited about it.
The crab.
Yeah,
The Mr. Krabs.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know its full stat line though. I do know that uh, I'm not particularly interested in regular Chaos Space Marine demon engines.
Mm-hmm.
They have that 4 up. They're always hitting on 4s. If they move, they're hitting on 5s. That's fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
5 up, invulnerable save because your demon's cool. That's always cool. But I've played with every demon engine that Chaos has, and so far the regular vanilla Chaos Space Marines ones are a little
Okay.
lacking on the battlefield.
Fair enough.
And then you get 10 Chaos Space Marines, which are really cool looking models. Unfortunately, they're armed so fucking differently that there's no real synergy in the unit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you'll probably want to wait for the actual kit that comes out before you start making the units for your armies.
That might be a problem because what they had done with the intercessors from the Dark Imperium box, is it's basically that fucking sprue. There's not a lot of like customization. You know, like we're used to like the tactical boxes that have you put the torso together, you put the legs
Mm-hmm.
together, and you can position it wherever you want. These are pretty much static posed. They might give you like some other like arm options, like in terms of like they're most likely going to give you bolters and then like a couple of chain swords and stuff like that. But if it's anything to go by with the intercessors, it might be the same thing.
Yeah, and I'm not too worried about like uh positioning of the body and stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
just everybody with all the different armaments on the Shadow Spear box. It's just not a very good unit.
Yeah.
It's too wild. Like one guy can hit at 48 inches, the other guy can only hit at 12.
But I mean, it's fluffy as fuck, ain't
Yeah, it's
it?
lovely.
They're chaosy.
Um, so that's everything coming in that box, and you got
Mm-hmm.
some pretty cool rules coming in for the Chaos side.
Mm-hmm.
Obliterators are keeping their flesh metal guns, but they're giving them back their fist.
Mm-hmm.
Not power fist like they had in seventh, but still pretty good crushing fist
Mm-hmm.
now. And the greater possess, they have the add one strength to the strength characteristic of Mark of Chaos Legion Demon units while they are within 6 inches of any friendly models with this ability. I know one of the things I've been hoping for is that all of this stuff is able to be taken in Death Guard.
It is not.
Thanks for ruining my dreams.
Yeah. They specifically said already that because of the way that they basically based it on looks, and they were just like, they don't look like Death Guard, and they don't look like T-Suns, so they're not really able to mix. There's certain things I'm sure that will be able to mix, but for I don't know how much of it. We don't know exactly how much of it just because of that demonkin stuff. Um, there was a interesting enough, and I don't know if you actually have this information. There was leaks in terms of leaks for us while we're recording this. By the time you hear this, you'll know the points values. But I actually have the points values for the stuff.
Oh, no, I do not have that.
All right. Well, go ahead and finish up what you were trying to say with that, and I'll go on with the points.
So the Venom Crawler has two cannons on it. 36 inches, assault D3, strength +2, AP -2, damage D3. Not a bad weapon, not a good weapon either. It's just pretty. I would imagine this guy would only come in at about 110 points or so. The master position looks amazing. I'm not gonna be able to say that enough. Cyclers roll perils on any doubles. We already talked about that. He lets you add 1 to the result of demonic ritual summoning, which is great for open play. He has. I also have. I know the powers were leaked. So most of you guys have probably already read most of these by now. Possession's pretty cool. I love anything that that gives personal buffs. That's why I used Biomancy so much in seventh.
Yeah.
So that is pretty much the Demonkin side.
All right. In terms of point value, I'm not going to go over the weapons just because there's really not a lot going on there. I don't know, is the Executioner Cannon a new thing? It sounds new, but I don't know for sure.
Executioner Cannon.
Executioner Cannon seems like it's the... It looks like that Obliterator thing, right? I mean, that's what I would assume. Or maybe something on the crawler.
Are you sure you're not reading Excruciator Cannon?
Yeah, it's a blurry picture.
Oh, okay. Excruciator Cannon.
Oh, Excruciator Cannon.
That's the one that's on the Venom Crawler.
Okay, that's Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
It is 8 points.
Okay, that's about what I would figure for that particular weapon.
But the Venom Crawler itself is actually 130 points.
Oh.
So with that, it's 138.
This dude better have like 7 attacks or something. Cause...
We'll see. If it does have demonic mutations or anything like that, it's all 0 pointed. Like everything for melee is pretty much 0 except for a chainsword and maybe a force axe. That's about it. Um, Other than that, Venom Crawler is 130 points, 1 unit. Obliterators 1 to 3 units at 115 each, without
115 each.
war gear. So we'll see what the actual war gear is for them, like how they're going to be kitted out, or if they're going to keep the original data sheet where they just have like the randomized everything.
For those of you who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, the current Obliterator points cost is only 70 points apiece.
Yeah, for some it does say does not include war gear specifically.
Jesus Christ.
Now, what that actually means, I don't know. But all right, so they're gonna be 115 points each.
I don't even know what to say.
The Master Possession is 90 points. The Greater Possessed is 1 to 2 per unit, and it is 70 points each. And Chaos Space Marines 5 to 20 and 13 points each. So that is that. Look at that. The Imperium picture is actually better quality. The Captain and Phobos armor is 110 points. The Eliminator squad, which actually is just 3 per unit. So good on them. They actually have
The right size.
The right size. 18 points apiece, which is very, very good. How much is that fucking weapon? Marksman Bolter is 6 points. So they are 24 points each. With the gun. Infiltrators, the Infiltrator squad is 5 to 10 men, that's all. It is 22 points with an Infiltrator Helix. Adept is 32. What the hell is that? I guess it's something.
The thing that lets them infiltrate, I guess?
Maybe? I have no idea. Librarian and Phobos armor is 100 points, even. Lieutenant and Phobos armor is 80 points, and then the Suppressor squad is 18 points. But, of course, the Accelerated Autocannons are 15 points each. So that makes them 32 points. 32? No, 33 points, I'm sorry. But yeah. Trying to see if there is any... Yeah, the Accelerated Autocannon is 15. The Bolt Sniper Rifle is 3. The Mastercrafted Instigator Bolt Carbine is 6. Mastercrafted Oculus Bolt Carbine is 4. Camel Cloaks are 3. Grav Shoots are 2. So those are the points breakdowns for that we know as of right now. But what else do you want to talk about?
Well, coming soon to pre-order is the Lord Discordant, who's going to fit right in with all these Demonkin models. He is basically a warpsmith riding a giant metal spider. And where warpsmiths tend to sit in the back and fix shit, Lord Discordants are just like, nah, fuck that. I'm getting my feet wet.
Nice.
He has a chain glaive, which I know was made popular by the Night Lords, I believe.
Yeah, I love the chain glaives. Those weapons I actually really like.
Yeah. He's a cool looking fucking model, too.
Like how he's just fucking riding it.
Yeah.
It's like, hell yeah.
Looks like something out of Lord of the Rings, like one of the Witch Kings or something.
Yeah.
You can take either an autocannon, which is heavy 2, strength 7, AP -1, damage 2. Y'all know what autocannons are. Or the one that I highly suggest, you can take a Bell Flamer like a fucking hell turkey.
Nice.
Which is 18 inches, assault D6, strength 6, AP -2, damage 2. This weapon automatically hits its target. He has the Aura of Discord, which is subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks made by vehicle units while they are within 6 inches of any enemy models with this ability. So you're giving a -1 aura to your opponent's vehicles.
Cool.
Only within 6 inches, but I mean, it's good if you get into a fight with a fucking dreadnought or something.
Yeah, and it looks like, he has a chain glaive. He's on a big rider. It looks like he's meant to be in close
Yeah.
combat more than shoot.
And even better, in addition, add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made by Legion Demon Engine units while they are within 6 inches of any friendly Legion models with this ability. And what that ability means is that I'm going to be bringing out and dusting off my fucking fuck, I don't even remember what they're called anymore. I haven't played with them in so long. The fucking rhino-looking things from Chaos Space Marines with the tendrils and all that. Mauler Fiends. I'm gonna be dusting off the old Mauler Fiends.
Nice.
And I think that might be all the information I have on that guy.
Cool.
Lord Discordant, lots of cool pictures. Order of Discord. Yep, that's everything I have on him.
Right.
Oh, he also works with the Lord of Skulls.
No ice. He's a fucking Cornonite.
Well, all his abilities, the Lord of Skulls is a demon engine, so
okay,
he's not necessarily a Cornonite, but the Lord of Skulls does have all the right keywords to get affected by this dude. So
cool. This kind of brings me into the thing that I actually wanted to talk about, where I'm happy that Chaos is getting an update. I'm glad that everybody that was like, oh my god, we need updates for Chaos Space Marines, they're fucking ridiculous. It's just, like, you know, I understand that. I still could give two shits. 40K in general, and I was talking to John about this. I was even talking to our buddy Jay. You know, he was playing some Blood Bowl with I think Aaron was his name. I can't remember. My bad. But I was talking to him, and I just am not feeling 40K. I don't know. I think what it is I cannot take what I want most of the time. But it just depends with the people that I'm playing with. If I know it's you, John, if I know it's somebody that I've played quite a few times and we have a good rapport with one another, I can take whatever the fuck I want. It's going to be a fun game because of that person. But if, like, the tournaments, I don't even want to try tournaments. Because the competitive edge in me has just died. Even, like, with the game where, you know, we played and, you know, I was bringing a more competitive list, like, really trying to learn stuff like that. Even with that, I am still just not feeling 40K, and I don't know exactly what it is. It's just not clicking with me right now. Hopefully, if I give it with what we're doing now, because I'm super excited for Heresy Resurrection stuff that we have going on, which when you listen to this will be, it might be that week. It might be the next day, so you might want to know. Trying to figure out in my head. No, you will still have one more week for the Heresy Resurrection. Just look us up on Facebook. It's just a little community page that we have set up there that you can go ahead and join us there. But there is I'm excited to play these older games like Heresy. Like, even though, you know, I haven't been working on it, I still want to play Warhammer Fantasy, and I don't know who's going to play with me, but I'm going to find somebody.
Not me.
No, not you. I've counted you out because you suck. But Will from Red Star, he was talking. I was talking about Warcry, because Warcry is a new thing that they showed off for AOS. I think they showed it off at LVO, and then they had the Gamma show, and they showed a little bit more there. What it's going to be is it's going to be a box game like Necromunda, but it's going to be, from the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be Chaos. And it just looks like it's going to be little different war bands for Chaos. That you can do narrative stuff like Necromunda, stuff like that. So, he was hoping that it was more like Mordheim, which is kind of the old fantasy version of the old Necromunda. So, like, he has the book. I've tried to win a book on eBay, unless I want to pay like $90 for the actual rule book. I don't know that's going to happen, but thanks to Adam, another Red Star member, he's actually posted the PDFs, and I'm going to read through those, and hopefully can get a game in of more time. But the thing that I like about these older games is that the competitive edge for those games are now done, because those games aren't either supported, or in Heresy's case, it is a lot more narrative driven than anything else. So I think that's my lane, and I think I just kind of gotta stick in that lane. Not saying that I'm gonna give up 40k like in my army, or even give up on Noise Marines. Best believe if Noise Marines actually get a codex, best believe I'm fucking dropping everything and going back to 40k, because I love Noise Marines. I love that if Emperor's Children had a codex. So we'll see what happens there. I doubt it. I doubt it's gonna come anytime soon. Just because with this chaos, with the Demonkin thing, I think that kind of not ruined. I think it's just kind of cemented Slanesh isn't coming for a while. It's really not. So I think 40k is gonna be on the backest of burners, and in front it's gonna be 30k for sure. And even the Imperium side for Shadow Spear, I'm not super excited about either. Like, I know they have the Exterminator Squad is probably like the Exterminator, is that what it's called, or whatever? The Sniper Squad is probably my favorite unit out of that thing, just because I love sniper fucking scouts. I've always loved them, but it's still not enough for me to buy that fucking box. I don't want it, even though I could probably use the Chaos Space Marines with Emperor's Children and stuff like that. It's not a box for me, because 40k. My love for 40k is dwindled for a bit. It's like Charmander's Flame. You know, it's not gone, but it's almost out.
Holding a leaf over it.
Yeah, I'm holding a leaf over it, and I'm running through the rain, people. But my Heresy boner is fucking hard and ready for action. AOS even has kind of taken a backseat because of Heresy. I'm super excited to kind of get the game days together and try to make it happen, because I see some other people on the page put up some of their stuff, like what they're working on, things like that. Fucking love it. I'm hard for Heresy. We'll see what brings me back to 40k, but all of your 40k news, that's gonna be coming from John in the coming months. Unless there's something where I'm like, oh shit, that looks really cool. I'm sure I'll have an opinion on it. It's not like I'm giving up the 40k news altogether. It's there. I'm gonna see it, but I'm gonna have kind of just like, okay, that's cool opinion. So don't expect much from me on 40k. But speaking of 40k, John, the fuck you doing 40k?
Oh, I'm all like, wait, are we doing progress? The Mournival Weekly.
Progress reports. This is in fucking school.
Whatever
anymore.
the fuck it is. Hobby progress. No, I started the Mournival Week again. The Mournival Weekly again.
Mm-hmm.
This one's just gonna be a smaller version of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting off at 750, and every 2 weeks we're going up 250 points until we get to 1500. The league is scheduled to end before Alamo GT. So it's not getting in the way of anything. Not gonna distract anybody. It's whatever you can fit into 750 points. It doesn't matter what attachment you use. The only rule to that is don't be a dick. Don't bring fucking knights on a 750 point game. Don't bring 3 armigers or whatever you can manage to fit in. And it's gonna be the same as before. When it's a $10 buy-in. All of the buy-ins go to prize support. The individual stores can donate something to the prize pool, and the only way to win that particular prize is to play at that particular store. What else? I don't know. I'm trying to put as much of the good information on there as I can, even though everybody in San Antonio is already like ready.
Yeah.
That way, if somebody outside of the city is like, "Oh, hey, those are good ideas for a league," so that y'all can start your own. One of the things I did the last time, which ended up working really well, is the prize support. Obviously, is random. They've been random in all of my leagues except for the first one, which I did competitive, which was terrible. Don't do competitive leagues, people. Um, so my prize support's random. It's always going to be random. But last year I started doing participation randomness. So for every game you play to a maximum of 2 per week, you get a ticket with your name on it that goes into a bag that I shake up and draw a name from. So if you only play one game, you get one ticket. If you play 2 games, you get 2 tickets. Additionally, every new person you play gets you a ticket. I'm gonna do that a little bit differently this time. It's every new person you play, you get a ticket to a maximum of 5. Because it was really hard for a lot of people to get in contact with each other last time because everybody works. We're all adults. Um, for the next couple of weeks, I'm only going to be getting 1 day off a week. So if I was in the prize drawing, which I no longer put myself in the prize drawing as much as I would like to be there. I want store credit too, people. I'm poor. But I just think it's fair. It's my league. Y'all should be getting the prizes. But for instance, I couldn't meet, let's say, Roman, who could only play on Saturdays. Because I don't have Saturdays off. So that would leave both of us with one less ticket than everybody else who could have met. And that's just one-on-one. Roman, if he has off Saturdays and Sundays, and there's 7 people in the league who don't have off weekends, and he's missing out on those 7 tickets. So it's gonna be every new person you play to a maximum of 5, and every game you play a week to a maximum of 2 per week.
Okay.
So everybody has a chance to get their name into the drawing as many times as possible, without having your name in there an obscene amount more than everybody else. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Marvel Weekly number 4, I believe.
How much is it to get in?
$10. I already said that.
Did you say where you can deposit your money?
No, but that's because by the time people hear this, the league's already started.
Hey, you never know. You don't want to accept laters, huh?
But there is you can pay $10 at Grimdark Games, or PayPal us if it's easier for you. The PayPal information I wasn't ready to give to you guys, so I don't have it pulled up right now.
Don't worry about the PayPal information. You can just put it into the Mortal Weekly page, and we will hand it out to you as you hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you need any help, let me know.
Well, Sarasota Lazaga is actually helping me out.
Nice.
Because they're I guess I forgot to mention. Kill Teams is a part of the league. It has been since the Marvel Weekly 3. I think that worked out really well. Some people like to play both games.
Is this 4?
This is 4.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Some people like to play both games. Some people only like one or the other. So it's all inclusive. Just like my sex life. And so Sarasota Lazaga's really into Kill Teams. And he's like, hey, I want to help. And I'm like, dude, I could fucking use the fucking help.
What do you think about Kill Teams? Fucking slowly just becoming the beta ground for a 9th edition. I'm
not going to lie. When Kill Teams first came out, I was a little upset at how few things were in it. But as it's growing, I'm like, okay, this is a little too much.
I mean, for me, it's kind of just like, all right, so you're adding elites. I'm sure that they're gonna limit it. Like, you can only have fucking maybe 2 elites or 1 elite within a game, whatever. But all you're doing is increasing the points cost for all of these things. Like, you're just increasing the amount of models that you have to buy for this. Now, granted, there's a lot of people that are just like, well, I already have this shit. I can just play. It doesn't matter. But you're adding new books you're adding like a new pamphlet every
couple of weeks.
It seems like they're doing it like at least like once every 2 to 3 months, because they had the original K teams, and then like maybe 2 or 3 months it was commanders, and then 2 or 3 months, and now it's elites that are going to be coming out. So it just seems a bit strange.
Especially since GW is charging so much for these goddamn books.
Yeah.
I was gonna pick up Commanders the other day because I still haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Battlescribe has all the rules I need, but I was like, you know what? I just want to get the hard copy, and then I saw how much the hard copy was, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use
How
Battlescribe.
much is it?
$60.
But doesn't the commander box come with shit? Like, doesn't it come with like a bit of terrain as well?
I don't think so. It's a pretty flat fucking box. I think it's just 2 books in there.
I honestly think it's like the books, and it might be like a spiritual, like like the little, um, like the cargo containers and stuff like that. I think it has like one of those, and it doesn't. No, the commanders come by them, or actually by themselves.
Yeah, the commanders are individual.
So I think it might be like a little bit of terrain, which I do like that about kill teams. I do like when you buy like an actual kill team box, that you get enough models to play the base kill team, and you get like little
snippets of terrain.
Yeah, which is really cool. Go ahead and do that. If they can just throw that into regular boxes, that'd be awesome. I could fucking get a 10-man Space Marine, and then I look and be like, what's this little sprue? And it's just like 3 little fucking oil barrels. It's fucking sweet.
That would be cool.
When it comes to kill teams, it's still... I've always had the problem with kill teams. I was just like, I'll just play 40k. Now, I'm not even playing 40k. So, I'm kind of in this like thing where it's just like, everybody... I'm glad that everybody that enjoys it is really enjoying it. I know that... who's helping you with it?
Cesar.
He is really into kill teams. I know Jay is really into kill team. Simon. And I forgot the guy that's actually organizing the tournament for... he's running a tournament at the Alamo Ranch location of Dragon's Lair. So everybody's enjoying it. I'm glad everybody's having fun. That's like the most important thing. It's just I'm not having that much fun with it. So, but I'm glad everybody else is. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with 30K though. I can already kind of tell. So much so that I bought rulebook. I bought the actual rulebook thanks to David. He was up there at the Citadel for the whatever tournament they're having, the grand tournaments that they have there.
Which oh man, I can't believe how he got ripped off.
Yeah, he got fucked.
Yeah.
Don't sugarcoat it. He got fucked. The fact that he went 5-0.
Yeah, he went undefeated, but still didn't place top 3 because the guy who won first place had a better painted army. Like that's what their decision was on. It was like, oh, this guy's army looks cool, so he's getting first place. Never mind the fact that David kicked his ass in the fucking game.
Yeah, it seems that's a real ass backwards way of looking at it. And me being like, I fucking love fully painted shit, and I love looking at that. It's still, it's not right. Even me being a not competitive person, in that.
It's like there usually is and should always be a separate prize pool for best painted.
Yeah.
It shouldn't affect the tournament standings.
Yeah, the tournament should be the tournament. So yeah, but even though David did get fucked there, he was gracious enough to buy me the heresy books I needed. I still need one more, at least one more. And I was telling John that these fucking black books, I'm a lore whore for 30K, so I might end up buying those black books, but at $125 a piece, it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a bit before I buy those.
Yeah, I got the book, the generic book, which has all the stuff that everybody can take, and then I got the book I needed for my Iron Warriors. But I also am playing a little bit of Thousand Suns, pretty much just for Centurion.
Yeah.
I want 1,000 Suns Force because I'm playing 2 armies that bring to the table what I miss most about 7th, which is templates for Iron Warriors and spells for 1,000 Suns. But the 1,000 Suns, Roman tells me, are only available in one of the black books.
Yeah, it's book 7, I think, which was Maleficence or something like that. But yeah, the T-Suns rules and the Space Wolves rules are in book 7, the black book, which sucks because I don't know how periodically they update those the red books, the army list stuff and all that. Um, I imagine not for a long time because the red books that we have now encompass the rules for the first 5 books. There's 7, so there's 2 books that they haven't covered the rules on in those red books. So it is a problem if you do want to play those, but what can you do at that point? You can use Battlescribe because Battlescribe will have the rules that you need. And I use Battlescribe as well to make my list, but um, I'm a collector and I also love those books. Those books are fucking beautiful. The artwork in them is awesome. I love the what is the not the rule book, but the Age of Darkness Legions, which has the Primarch rules and named character rules, kind of stuff like that. They have artwork for particular models, and they look awesome. Of course, fucking Horus looks fucking badass. But I also saw the more and more I look at Night Lords, I'm kind of like, I think I really like Night Lords. The chain glaives really do it for me, and then like that dark blue, I just like the dark blue and painting the little lightning things that are coming out. So I don't know, since I technically have a Sons of Horus army, I can play them loyalist or you can play anything loyalist or traitor. But I basically have a traitor because if I'm gonna use Horus, it has to be traitor. So I'm trying to figure out like, well, what's like a loyalist army from 30k that I really like. And honestly, there's only one answer to that. White Scars, yeah, that's right. No, it has to be Dark Angels, but I have Dark Angels for 40k, so I'm kind of like, fuck. Do I want to paint a lot of black? But I also, speaking of black, the Korax, I like that model a lot. I like the Korax model a lot. Where he's fucking with his jetpack, fucking swinging through the air with his double lightning claw. So we'll see. But as of right now, I got my Luna Wolves. And I guess that kind of leads into hobby progress now, doesn't it?
Hobby progress.
For my hobby progress, last episode I said, oh man, I'm going to take the month of March off. I'm going to not pick up a commission. And then a couple of days later, I picked up a commission. A really, really big commission. Gene Stealer Colts. It is at least like 140 little infantry duders. There's still tanks and walkers to be done as well. He doesn't have a hard date in May. He just said May. So I'm going to have to work on that. But I did talk to the actual dude. I of course working through Grimdark, but I was trying to find out what his color scheme was because he didn't have necessarily anything. He had a Brute Lord that I kind of is Venom-esque, if you can say, like the Marvel Spider-Man Venom, but I didn't know how what he really wanted, and I kind of just like, all right, well, what could I do? And I kind of looked at a model and. I could use a little blue here like he did here and things like that, and I sent him a picture and he liked it. Thankfully, he was just like, that looks awesome, go ahead and continue with that. So I have the color scheme picked out. I'm gonna be working on that for most of this month and definitely all of April, but when I can, I'm gonna be working on my Luna Wolves, which I have now basically highlighted all the way through. They are gray. They are not the bright white that the Luna Wolves are described as in the book. I found this video of a dude really messing around with that color, and I really liked the way it looked. It wasn't the normal Luna Wolves, and me being fucking me, of course, can't have the fucking army to look the same as everybody's. So I kind of took that and was like, okay, I can kind of do this. So I have my own version of Luna Wolves. They are gray, a pretty light gray with a little tinge of green. And they are all highlighted. They are gloss locked. Um, I've now built up the beginnings of the my Davin, the Moon of Davin bases that I'm gonna use. So I've been working on that, and that's pretty much it for hobby. Oh, got some Forge World stuff, straight from China, and I got a Leviathan, which I was really happy about because I always liked the Leviathan model. And I got Abbott and Loken, which I actually magnetized the bases. I have a 25 mil base, so it fits into the display. Then I have a 32 mil that he's going to be for play purposes. Um, and there's Abaddon on his 40, and then I got the Praetor, the Legion Praetor little kit, which is the regular, I think it's Mark III armor and Cataphractii armor. So I got those locked away, and I have 2 squads already painted up and a little HQ ready for Heresy Resurrection. What about you, John?
Hobby progress. I built all my endless spells, primed them. All the ones from the original box are all white. I put together my bull so I can use him with my Zangors. I haven't primed him yet though, but he doesn't have to be primed white, so it's not gonna be that difficult. Just go over it real quick with the black primer.
Mm-hmm.
I have my 500 points ready to go for Heresy Resurrection, which is 2 tacks. Librarian in Cataphractii armor, which I used the one from Betrayal of Kauth.
Mm-hmm.
The captain from Betrayal of Kauth, I cut off his chain fist and green stuffed force sword onto there. That wasn't too hard to do. My Contemptor, I cut the leg up in a couple of places and put it back together so he has a leg up on the rock. And then just turn the head a little bit so he's not so fucking monoposed.
Yeah.
I have some Tyrant Siege Terminators I gotta build. I got the upgrade kits to turn my Mark IV armor into the Blade Cabal for the Thousand Suns.
Okay.
And I got the Osiris Contemptor Dreadnought for the Thousand Suns, which he's a Psyker.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And he has a Force Blade instead of a Chainsword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like his. Let's see, the Arab.
Yeah, the. I forgot
Blade.
I forgot what those style swords are called.
Something with an S. Probably wrong on that. Anyways, yeah, it has like that curved blade.
Yeah.
That you see, and all those swords.
Scimitar?
Scimitar. There you go. I was gonna say a Zitar, and I was like, nah, that's a fucking Indian guitar. But yeah, is that all of your hobby progress, or is there anything else that you're working on, or?
That's pretty much it. I haven't painted shit.
Nice.
I've been
Year
working.
of painting.
I've just been working. So much work.
I always make fun of John for he's saying like, nah, this is a year of painting, and I hear him build stuff, and I see him prime stuff. Never see painted stuff. But that is neither here nor there. Like I said, with the just one last callback to Heresy Resurrection, free to join the little game days that we have. We're literally running them on Thursdays, the last Thursday of every month. We're going to be at Grimdark. And if anything does change, you know, where we can't meet that day, what have you, we will put onto that community. So go ahead and check that out at just Facebook and just search for Heresy Resurrection, and we'll be there. Oh, also, you don't have to paint any of your stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, tonight, me and John are going to Grimdark to play against, it's Adam, and is it? I know his last name is De La Rosa. I know that for sure. I don't know if it's David or Zach. I think it's Zach. I want to say it's Zach De La Rosa. But we're going to be playing the first game that me and John have officially played of Heresy. And it's going to be a 2v2 little 500-point game. We most likely will put that up on Heresy Resurrection. And that might influence the battle on that Thursday. But it is... I'm just fucking excited for Heresy. I honestly am just kind of raring to go. Kind of, all right, well, what can I work on? Kind of sucks that I have a commission now that I have to that I have to do that. Not that it sucks. It's just I won't have as much time to put into my own stuff. But that's a trade-off when you're working for money. And it's not a bad thing. I actually
Yeah, especially since you're able to take that money and buy more toys.
Exactly. I can take that money and buy some more Heresy. And trust me, I'm going to need the money for Heresy. But I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything you want to take us out on, John?
So Blackstorm Fortress is coming out with another expansion, which I'm excited for because it's Trader Guard stuff. You have the Traitorous Commissar and the Chaos Augurin. Both models look really cool. I want them. I haven't played Blackstorm Fortress yet. To my understanding, though, you can play the models in kill teams as well as 40k.
Yes.
So it's something I'm probably going to be looking into. And then going back to Age of Sigmar talk, we have the new Blades of Corn Battle Tome coming out, which I think is going to be great. I haven't played too many games with my Corn guys. I do know a lot of people were bitching that it wasn't that the Battle Tome's not that great, the army's not that great. Of course, people gonna bitch, haters gonna hate.
Yeah, and the fact that they have endless spells is really weird, but go ahead and go for it.
Yeah. They're spells, but they're not spells. For starters, they can't be dispelled like regular endless spells. So enemy wizards can't make them go away.
Okay, so they're overpowered endless spells. Got it.
So they can only be summoned by Slaughter Priest. And there's the Hexagore of Skulls, which causes wizards to forget spells entirely. The Wrath Axe is just get close to me and die. I don't know what the fucking Weeping Blood Skulls do, but they look cool.
Sounds stupid.
We're getting a Plastic Bloodmaster, which is a Herald of Corn. A Plastic Skull Taker, which was the named Herald of Corn. We're getting the Skull Altar, which is our piece of terrain there.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah,
I can see some converting potential for me.
And then when you take Wrath and Rapture into consideration, you got your Plastic Karanak, which is your named Corn Dog, and then your Plastic Corn Dogs. So a lot of good stuff coming out for Corn.
Which I think those are going to be becoming available.
Yes, they will be available for pre-order within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, they're going to be available, and you can go ahead and pick those up if you don't want to get the actual box of
Wrath and Rapture, which is a great box.
It is really cool.
Eventually, we're gonna get that. Eventually, I'm waiting on Roman for that.
Eventually, yeah. Again, it's Slanesh. I know it's just not gonna be. I know they're not getting an update, so it kind of sucked the fun out of that. Because I had when it first came out, super stoked. Like, oh, this is it. Slanesh is gonna get some. He's finally gonna get his moment, and of course, Korn just fucking takes it. So I was kind of like, whatever. We'll get it when we get it. Now because of that, you can thank Korn, you fucking piece of shit, Korn asshole fuck stick, as a thank you to not getting the Wrath and Rapture box for a while.
But there is rumors about more Corn stuff hitting 40k, with possible Berserkers coming out. So
let's get those endless spells in 40k.
Yeah.
I would like more spells from 40k.
I mean, you're getting them
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
They're drip fitting you. They're baby birding it to your mouth.
I don't play too much Space Marines, but it kind of sucks that all those new spells just target Phobos armor people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, whatever. New is new, right?
New is new. You can't be mad at it. Oh, you can, but fuck it.
So
Anything else?
no, I think that's it.
Let's go fuck play some Heresy, dog.
Let's go play some Heresy. Let's go eat first. Bye.
See you in the warp or whatever. The fuck
Whatever.
you say.
See you later, Space Cowboy.